Hello, this is Mark Clark welcoming you to Clarky's Closet. And today is the Antepenultimate Podcast. Don't know what it means? Neither did I, but I found out. And this is it. Not the second, but the third from last show. There you go. If you didn't know that one, that's a good word. Third in line, your antepenultimate. Not A-N-T-I, but A-N-T-E, as in before. Before the second last. There you go. I can't help myself. It's the English teacher in me. Okay, back to the show. There are 7 songs for you today. Of those 7 songs, it was originally going to be a love story one, like love songs 4 in fact, but I decided to change that because I had 2 other songs I wanted to play for you that have nothing to do with love. In fact, 3 of them really have nothing much to do with love. So let's begin with a song that does have something to do with love. I originally wrote this song in the late 70s for no particular lady. It was just a love song I wrote, and it found its way into my 8th musical comedy, Dodge City, which we put on at Windsor High School in 2001. In fact, the first 2 songs do. So this one is called This Feeling Inside.
Got this feeling inside when you took my hand and you held me closely. When I saw you tonight, I wanted all of you. You're just so beautiful, I can't stop singing. With this feeling inside, I want to shout, go out to meet the rain. I want to cry with happiness and say, for you, got this feeling inside, and it's growing with each day without you. I want to open my eyes to the taste and feel of you. You're just so beautiful, I can't stop singing. With this feeling inside, I want to shout, go out to meet the rain. I want to cry with happiness and sing, for you, darling, your eyes. I never seem to know when the daylight's coming, and it's no lie. When I sing for you, a guitar keeps strumming. A song for your eyes, a song for your lips, for your love, for your living. And darling, your eyes, I want to shout, go out to meet the rain. I want to cry with happiness and say, for you, for you, for you. You're just so beautiful, I can't stop singing. Oh, my darling, this song's for you, for you.
And I must thank 3 very fine musicians. Jessica Zamprogno for singing that song so beautifully, to Julian Clark for playing the drums so capably, and some pretty fancy stuff happening there by John Samperi on the piano. I'd like to thank all of you very much for all of the help that you've given me over the years. The next song too has the same people in it. John playing the piano, Julian playing the drums, Julian, my brother, playing the drums, otherwise known as Jazz, and Jessica singing this duet, The Things We Do for Love.
Please, I gotta have a girl like you. Please, I will do anything you want me to do.
What if I found you in the morning at 2:15 and said, buy me a pair of shoes?
Well, I'd be down there in a minute and I'd buy you those shoes.
If that's what I wanted you to.
Please, do.
Way back in Chicago, if they trod on my toes.
People were mean to you.
Will you be down there in a minute?
Yep, I beat 'em all blue.
If that's what I wanted you to.
Then gladly I would do it for you.
Anything I want,
Woman, I would do it for you.
and anything I need.
Woman, I would do it for you. Gotta get my message on through to you.
Hope I can remember it.
Gotta get my message on through to you.
Hope I don't forget.
Gotta get my message on through to you.
Is hoping I can remember it.
I gotta get my message on through to you. So please, I gotta have a girl like you. Please, I will do anything you want me to do.
What if I said you couldn't sing and that I hated this tune?
Well, I have to agree with you.
What if I shouted something mean and broke your guitar in two?
Now, that would be welcome too.
What if I kicked you right out of the door and declared that as a lover you just hadn't a clue?
Well, I think I'd have to smile just to looking at you.
If that's what I wanted you to.
Then gladly I would do it for you.
Anything I want,
A woman, I would do it for you.
and anything I need,
Woman, I would do it for you.
and anything I want.
Woman, I would do it for you. For you. The things we do for love.
And apart from the musicians playing on that particular track, or in fact the first two tracks, there are some other similarities. Both songs were written in the late 1970s, when I was young and inspired and just writing songs for the hell of it, and they ended up in Dodge City. But of course, if you were listening to the lyrics, you'd notice that there was a slight difference between the tone, the timbre of the two characters, female characters involved. That's because the first song is sung by Sally, and she is the eventual lover of our protagonist. But it doesn't look like that for a while because he is besotted with the beauty of Virginia, and she's the lady who sings the second song in the play. And she's not a very nice person, as you can hear. So that's why there's a contrast in the tone of the two songs, even though Jessica sang both of them for me. So thank you guys once again, John, Juz, and Jessica. Okay, on to the next song, which is from The Gods Show. This show we put on in 1997 at Windsor High School. In fact, we put it on at the Richmond School of Arts before we had our own hall at Windsor. And this is a bit of a mess, this show. There's all sorts of crazy stuff happening with the gods, Roman gods taking over Mount Olympus from the Greek gods, and Jesus turns up in a halo at the end and saves everybody, and there's lots of R's in the air. And if you're interested, that's the subject of the third of my plays in the first season. So this next song is more or less the end of the show. There is one more song after this, but this song is really, which sort of clears up everything, and everybody's in love, as you'll hear. This is called Hold All Your Loving for Me.
Go without love, but for just a while, just a little while, won't you hold your love for me? And I know it's not your way, love, but you may acquire a taste, love. So for just a while, just a little while, won't you hold your love for me? 'Cause I'm into you and I don't want to lose you, so hold on. If you can, you've got to hold on, my love. If you can.
not my style, love, to go without love. But for just a while, just a while, just a little while, I will hold my love for you. And maybe if I try, love, it is a taste I will acquire, love. So for just a while, just a while, just a little while, I will hold my love for you. Because I'm into you, and I don't want to lose you. I will hold all my loving for you. Yes, I will hold all my loving for you. I've got to hold my loving for you.
If you can,
I've got to hold on my love.
if you can. I know it's not your style, love, to go without love. But for just a while, just a while, just a little while, won't you hold your love for me?
And maybe if I try, love, it is a taste I will acquire, love. So for just a while, just a while, just a little while, I will hold my love for you. Because I'm into you, and I don't want to lose you. I will hold all my loving for you.
Hold all your loving for me.
I've got to hold my loving for you.
If you can,
I've got to hold on my love.
if you can,
Well, I know it's not my style, love,
if
to
you
go without
can.
love. But for just a while, just a while, just a little while, I will hold my love for you. And maybe if I try, love, it is a taste I will acquire, love. So for just a while, just a while, just a little while, I will hold my love for you.
If
I will hold my love for you. I will hold all my loving for you.
And again, the beautiful voice of Jessica Zamprogno. The next song is from School Reunion, which was the play that I haven't written yet. The songs are there, but not the actual script for the play. This song is sung many years after that one. That was probably recorded in, 2000, 2001. And this next one, it was relatively recent. My daughter, Imogen, who, as we speak, is recording, and I boast about my family, but Imogen is recording right now. I think 2 days ago she was in Abbey Road recording. Prior to that in America, and she's going back to America to finish off the album, and I wish her well with all of that. However, this is a while ago before that, when she was cutting her teeth and playing around the pubs and doing all that sort of thing, and I asked her if she would sing for me in this song. And in fact, all the songs on School Reunion that we've recorded, if you go back to the 9th show in season 1, you'll hear her voice. This one's interesting because this song is called Turn Me Round Again, and she sang it initially for me when she was a little girl, so I'm guessing we must have recorded it somewhere in the early 2000s or somewhere in the later 2000s. I don't know, I'm not exactly sure. It's all a bit of a haze, but she did sing it for me then as a little girl. She was only about 10 at the time, something like that. So it would have been, that'd be right, 2005, 2006. She sang this song for me, and then we re-recorded it later when she was much more mature. However, if you listen at the very, very end of the song, I left a track of her when she was a little girl singing in the background, just a little bit of melody in the last part before it fades. Have a listen to this. It's called Turn Me Round Again.
Inside and out, and it's backward, forward, between and beyond, and we're rising and falling like a seesaw. Every evening I sit silently in awe of the night. So many thoughts begin to spiral.
Yeah, it's the round and round again bits, they're round and round again. You can tell she's just a little girl. It's very cute, I thought. So I left it in there. Yeah, the rest, though, was still sung quite a long time ago. It's got to have been about 8 years ago, listening to Imogen's voice, which has really developed since even then. But that first bit, I think, is pretty cute. Anyway, let's move on to another love song. A very, very much a love song. This was written in 1979, I believe. I was at university in my penultimate year. And I like that word. I'm going to use it in the next show as well, which is the penultimate show. Yes, so this is written for a girl I had in mind. I never ever told her that I had this in mind. She was with somebody else, and there was never anything between us except a friendship, but I imagined her in a situation of love and marriage, and have a listen to this. It's called, not surprisingly, We're in Love.
Morning, my love. Good morning, my love. I can't believe the deep emotion swelling up in me. I've been watching you sleep. I held your hand as you dreamed. Now how can I be so contented just to watch you sleep? It's that I love you, and I think that you love me. So here's the day I thought I'd never see. So good morning, my love. Good morning, my love. Come rest your warm and vibrant body closer next to mine. I've been thinking all night. Yes, I've been thinking all night. I've come to some conclusions and I've thought about my life. You see, I love you, and I think you love me too. So hear the words I thought I'd never speak. Will you marry me? I'm in love, and when I'm old and grey, will you still love me anyway? And if I come home tired, will you cuddle me? I realize I'm asking you today about a date that's years away. But as I say, I'm just so much in love. Yes, I am so much in love. I can't believe the deep emotion spilling out of me. And at the end of my days, and at the very end of my days, why, I will still remember how it is I feel today. Because I love you, and I think that you love me. So here's the day I thought I'd never see. It's that I love you, and I think you love me too. My eyes are blind with tears, but still I see that you will marry me. I'm in love, I'm in love, we're in love.
Well, we weren't, of course, but I was a hopeless romantic in those days. Now I'm a little bit more cynical. They say a cynic is basically a failed romantic. Somebody who was once a romantic and has realised the truth of the world and become cynical beyond repair because of it. I don't know if that's true, probably is to some extent. I still like writing love songs for my wife, for example, but it feels a little disingenuous these days for me to write love songs about baby, I want to hold ya, and all that sort of stuff, because, I'm old and wrinkled and no one wants to hold me anyway. That's the way of the world, isn't it? Once upon a time it was different, but not now, folks. You've all got that to look forward to, all you young'uns out there. You'll get old and flabby and horrible and wrinkly just like me. Thank God everybody gets old, eh? Otherwise, wouldn't it be a terrible world if some people didn't? Some people have got money, more money than I got, well, maybe more money than you've got, but they're going to die so much. What am I talking about? They're going to die so much. Yes, we're all going to die so much. All right, let me stop crapping on. It ended up on an album. There were 2 discs, actually, Songs from the Mountain 1 and Songs from the Mountain 2. And as you could hear from that song, it was just me on the acoustic guitar, but I wanted to catalogue some of my earlier tunes without going to a full arrangement. Anyway, this next one was a full arrangement, and again was a song that was written many, many years before. In fact, I wrote this song on the bass in the days when we used to come home from school. My brother was in year 10 and I was in year 12, which for you overseas meant that he was about 15 and I was about 17, or he was 16 and I was 18. And he would play the drums, I would play the bass, I would sing the melody. So if you can imagine what you're about to hear with just the bass guitar, the drums and my vocals, this is called Shallow Voices, and it was recorded some years later.
Angel came a-knocking, and God came to the door. She said, "Excuse me for bothering you, master, but we've got a few problems below. We've got a lot of greedy human beings playing God with human life. The men who lead are wise indeed, they must be. They seldom seem to pay the price. Men sing their history, the broken harmony of shallow voices. Boys for the razor blade, wives and mothers to mop up the blood. Time drips its weary way, sad people, they've never ever really understood. And so the song goes on, sad melody sang long. They cry, they live their lives, from birth and death, each one of them in fear and pain. They cry through their short lives, and each of them is more or less exactly the same. Some may do with little, others pay for their life, but most of them aren't satisfied with what they've got. So there's village pain and plunder, and lives are lost. Old men warn of the danger, young men thrill to the dare. Politicians lying, civilians dead, dying, starving children vacant to stare. But then it's bullshit, wait a bit, someone's dropped the big one and the situation's past repair. Mankind thinks love is a precious jewel to be proud of, but rarely to wear. And so the song goes on, sad melody sang long. And so they cry, they live their lives, from birth and death, each one of them in fear and pain. They cry through their short lives, and each of them is more or less exactly the same.
and lives are lost. Men sing their history, the broken harmony of shallow voices. Yeah, if you think about it, you can actually hear the youth in the ideas there, can't you? The younger ideas, the things that are important to you when you're young and things that scare you when you're young. Okay, so we're on to the last song for today. Oh, by the way, that song is on an album that you can get on Spotify, etc. It's called, what's that one called again? Oh, yes, it's A Mighty Fine Life. Got quite a few albums on Spotify and all of the various platforms if you ever care to take a listen. Okay, so last song today goes back into the middle 80s. It's a song written on a very old chord progression, and it sort of has an old style about it, and it also has a nice big airy room where we used to record with John Samperi on the piano and my brother Julian Jazz on the drums again. So thank you once again to these guys, and this is called Old Full Moon.
The D, I mean.
The D, you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Old full moon.
Here we go, boss.
Old full moon, running leave me all too soon. Well, everything's gone blue since I've been in love with you. Now, starlit sky, open up your diamond eyes. When I'm sad, when I'm feeling lonely, when clouds separate me from you, everything's gone blue since I've been in love with you. Oh, full moon, you're running, leaving me all too soon. Everything's gone blue, babe, since I've been in love with you. Yeah. Oh, starlit sky, open up those diamond eyes. Everything's gone blue, babe, since I've been in love with you. When I'm sad, when I'm feeling lonely, when clouds separate me from you, everything's gone blue since I've been in love with you. Everything's gone blue, babe, since I've been in love with you. You're running, leaving me all too soon, and everything's gone blue, babe, since I've been in love with you. Oh yeah, love with you, full moon. I've been in love with you. Oh yeah. Well, everything's gone blue since I've been in love. Everything's gone blue since I've been in love. Everything's gone blue since I've been in love with you. Oh yeah.
Yes, they were good times. As you can hear, we're really enjoying ourselves there. Well, that's it for the Antepenultimate show. Can you guess what next week's show is called? Yes, you got it. The Penultimate Podcast is coming at you with 8 songs next week. Bit of a mixture of songs for you. And this will be the second last show, of course, as you all know by now. See you next week.